H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
So I'm not able to connect to SQL Server. So for that, what I just restarted my system recently, so I'm not able to connect now. So what I need to do if you get this error is you need to start the respective service. So Windows R services.msc. So when you see this type of error, you need to go to services.msc and you need to go to you need to check whether your services are started or not. So go to SQL Server. You will see this server, so which is actually not started. So what you need to do is you need to start your server here. So click on start. Okay, and then click on start for this as well. So these two should be running. So SQL Server and SQL Server agent should be in started state. Okay, so remember this again. So whenever you face any connection issues to SQL Server, primarily the reason could be these two are not started. So now let me try to click OK and click cancel and try to connect again. So click on connect and try to queue connect. So now I'm able to connect. Okay, so now, so today we will continue with where we stopped in the previous class. Like we just started off writing in the Excel sheet. Okay, and what did I write in the command prompt? In the command prompt I didn't write anything, so I just started in the here. Okay, so here to open that we need to write services.msc. So here just to open that Windows R, just type services.msc. So you need to type this to open that services window. So all of you make a note of it. If you want to open that services, you need to write services.msc. Okay, and then click OK. So the moment you click OK, so it will open that services window and you can actually start the services. And also it's a good practice, like imagine you are not going to work on SQL Server, so probably you can assume that for 1 week you are not going to open you are not going to use SQL Server or something. It is also good practice to start those services, because SQL Server services takes a lot of memory. So if you think you don't want to work on SQL Server, you can actually stop those services. Normally we'll do it in Office, like if I am not working on SQL Server, I'll stop those two services. So these two, SQL Server and agent. Okay. Now in the previous class we saw that in the Excel sheet we just started writing test case. Now we will learn about important system tables which we need to use throughout this database testing. Okay. First thing, if I want to know, for example, let me click on new query, and I'm going to select DBT 24th May batch. So let me select that. Okay, now let me ask some questions one by one. So I want to know what are all the tables I have in this database. So how to do that? I want to know what are all the tables we have in this database. How to do that? Anyone want to answer this question? You can unmute yourself and answer this question. Hello? Yeah.
Time to same database last time.
Okay. Let me open this DBT24 batch. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. You want to see the tables, right?
Yeah.
The last tables.
Yeah.
Last time.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. So this is one way to verify that. Yeah, perfectly right. So you can see here that when I expand my database, I'll see something called tables, and inside tables I'll see this. So there is some other way also to do that. So let's try to see that. What is the other way? So there is something called system table, which is called sys.objects. So please make a note of it. So select star from sys.objects. Okay. So this sys.objects is inbuilt system table. So it will store. It will have all the details of tables and stored procedures, columns, or whatever it is. See now, I'm going to execute this select star from sys.objects. This will have the details of let us see what. Yes, we are Aruna, yes, we are recording the course. Yeah. Okay, so now these are very important for testers perspective. So anyway, everyone can write an Excel sheet and do test it, but without this idea on these system tables, it is very difficult for doing smart work. Okay, so please make a note of it. Like sys.objects table will have tables. We'll have the details of stored procedures, SPs, we'll have the details of functions, so we'll have the details of views, so it will have all the details. For example, if you see here, the description is we have like system table. So like this we have something called U, we have PK is for primary key, U is for user table. So let's try to see what are the different type descriptions available in this table sys.objects. Okay, so now I'm going to execute select distinct type underscore DESC from sys.objects. So let me execute this. So now you can see here. So I have foreign key, I have internet table, I have primary key constraint, I have SQL server function, stored procedures, system table, user table, and unique constraints. So these are all the type descriptions which are available in this table sys.objects. So now if I want to know all the user tables, what I need to do, I need to provide select star from sys.objects where type underscore DESC equal to user table. So let me do that. So where type underscore DESC is equal to user underscore table. Okay, so let me execute this. So these are the tables which I have. So forget about sys diagrams that we created yesterday for sys diagrams, but these are the users tables which I have, 5 tables. So any questions here? I have address, I have students, subjects, customer, orders. So I'm not seeing employee in the user table. So let's try to understand why it is not there. So let me refresh it. And still I am not. Employee is also here only, and okay. Okay, so all of you, are you getting it? Like if you want to see all these things, for example, let me table now, and then we will verify whether that table comes here or not. So let me create a table, .NET batch 1, we are in that. So create table my check, and here I'm going to check. I'm going to give ID integer. Okay, so I'm just creating one simple table, my check, and I'm giving ID integer. So just to see whether that will be listed in sys.objects or not. So let me execute this table. Okay, and then now what I will do here, I will do select star from sys.objects where type description is user table. So let me execute this. Okay, yeah, someone correctly pointed it out. These tables are from .NET Batch 1 because I have selected here .NET Batch 1. I need to select DBT24 batch. So let me select DBT24 batch. Now let's try to execute this. So in this I need to see these tables. So I have selected now DBT24 batch. Let me execute now. Now I'm seeing properly. I'm seeing all this. Even if I create a table now, which is my check, let me create it in that DBT24 batch now. Let me create this. So it's already showing that in DBT24 May batch I already have my check. So do we have it? Let me refresh this. If I expand this, I don't have that. So but still it is telling the table already there. So why it is telling? Okay, let me execute this. Let me type, let me right click on this, copy this, and let me close it. And then right click on this, new query, copy this, and then let me do it. There is already an object named myCheck in the database. So where is it, myCheck? Do we have a stored preserve? Do you have view?
Can we?
Yeah.
Right now.
What is it?
Can we say use database while creating a table?
Yeah, we can use that as well. See, the reason why we are getting an error here is myCheck is actually present as a view here. So if you see here, and under views we have something called myCheck. So it is not allowing to create another object with the same name called myCheck. So views and tables both are more or less same, as view is just like window for a table. So it is not allowing me to give the same table name. So what I can do here is, let me give myCheck 1 and let me execute this. Okay. And the point which is brought here is, instead of selecting here, you have one other way also. You can actually type here like this, use the database name. So for example, if I want to use DBT24th batch, and here if master database is selected by default, what I can do is I can type this database and click on execute. The moment I do use database name, it will actually select the appropriate database. Now what is the table where I need to see objects? What is the table? Can anyone tell me? Sometime back we wrote the table, select star from. What is the table where we'll see all? It is actually sys.objects. Okay, and what do I need to write for filtering tables? What do you need to write for filtering tables? Where? What is the condition? Anyone remember it? You will understand when you the importance of this when you join a company and started working on, where type underscore DESC is equal to user table. Okay, so let me execute this. See, now we have all the tables. Okay, so object ID is I got a question saying like, what is object ID? So every object will have the respective object ID. Every object will have the respective object ID. Okay, so now let's verify whether whether we have any see here, for user table we have user underscore table. So let's see whether we have something for a view or not. Okay, so now let me do select star from sys.objects. So now let me type here select star from sys.objects, and let me type here distinct. So we'll type here distinct, and I'm writing type DESC, type this. Okay, so let me execute this, and here we have something called view.